Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. Tasty, tasty. tasty, tasty.
Hey guys, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. I hope you're having a really, really good weekend. Looks like Bold Boy got first. Void Media's here as well. Subscribed for 26 months. Thank you so much for that, dude. I appreciate that. Super Hands is here as well. Good evening, good sir. So is Anonymous Biker. Rue as well. Thank you very much for being here. 6306, Grey Hands. Anonymous Biker subscribed for 16 months. Thank you so much, dude. Says, yay, it's Jay. Not sure anyone's ever excited to see me, but thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. I've got really itchy hair just here. It's tickling the side of my face. Gemma's here as well. Hey, Simon's here too. Alvi subscribed for 5 months. Thank you so much, Alvi, for the subscription. Appreciate that. Says evening all as well. Funky's here too. RL Keeps as well. Snicket says evening everyone. Anarchy's here as well. Good old Anarchy. It says hi Jay in chat. Giving myself a headache trying to fill out online customs forms for returning something damaged in shipping not connected with PT. Oh man, that sounds tough. If I can help in any way with that, Alex, let me know. Sometimes the customs stuff isn't easy, so let me know. Johnny's Green says hello. Hey John, nice to see you. Charts of Music's here as well. He subscribed for 10 months. Says Guten Abend. I don't know what that means, but I assume it means good evening or something like that. Hope you're all doing well. Weather has given me a nice day today. It's been interesting today. It's been somewhat rainy and somewhat sunny today here. It's been an interesting day weather-wise. Zizora's here as well, Framed as well. Free Juice subscribed for 18 months. Thank you so much for that. Basil's here too, saying hello. Blackbrook's here as well. Says hello, folks. Say with silly jokes about being my #1 fan as well. Joshio subscribed for 27 months, currently on a 27-month streak. So thank you very much for that, Josh. Really appreciate that. Geekhead as well says, what's up, fellow super nerds? Shiloh Kutis as well. Hey, good to see you. Ungodly as well. Honest Accountant's here. He says, hi Jay, hope you're doing well. Must have been a crazy week with all the Cycle 7s. I'll talk about that in a minute. That was a long week. Cycle 7 is so good. Yeah, extras on Monday. A fresh, hey man, good to see you, dude. One of the best designers in the hobby right there. Densest Design, another great designer in the hobby right there as well. It's like all the designers have come to hang out today. Snicket's here as well, and some other people as well I think are designers too. Basil, who else? I don't want to feel like I've missed anyone out, so I apologize if I have. Discount, yeah, there will be a discount. We need to talk about that in a few minutes, so don't worry, we'll talk about that very soon. There is already a weekend discount, so there's 20% off the store, pretty much store wide, apart from a couple of products for anything in stock right now. That's just like a weekend discount, and if you read the red bar at the top, there's also free shipping for pretty much everyone. Like all of our regular customers, apart from, well, like, so it's most of our customers. About 70% of our orders ship to these 3 places. So UK, EU, and US. You can get free shipping. You just have to spend varying amounts to get free shipping. So take a look at the red banner on the website. That explains it all. But there will be something else we're going to talk about a discount on in a little bit. We'll talk about it very soon. Say, Jay, what are the details of today's account? We'll talk about it very soon. Don't worry. Newfie, hey man, so thank you so much for being here. Ungodly says, hope you're well, Jay. You know, you had a busy week. Yeah, busy week, but that's not unusual for us. That's usually how it goes. Baroium subscribed for 7 months, sorry. Thank you so much for that. Re-Oa, 100 bits. Thank you so much for the bits. We rarely get bits dropped on the channel, so thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Trojum's here as well. He says, my Cycle 7 is due tomorrow. Trojum, we actually need to speak about your Argyle build, because you asked me to build it for you, and I don't know what with, so we need to talk about that. So let me know what you're thinking. Your C7 is due tomorrow as well. Yeah, about a third of them got picked up on Friday, so there's quite a lot still to be delivered. Some have been delivered over the weekend, and I think there's about somewhere around 50 to be delivered tomorrow. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Loads of people expecting them. I can see Blackbrook's expecting his Cycle 7 tomorrow as well. Arizona iced tea color vibes today. We love it. Nice. Yeah. This is like my chill house top, which has got like Millhouse, chill house, and I just wanted to do like the matching t-shirt, so I did like the matching color, like accent color for the t-shirt. I just didn't have a hat in the same color, so the hat's to match the green. But yeah. Prototype is neon light is lit. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. It's just something for my office background. I've been meaning to do it for a while. Lupo's here. He says Cycle 7 tomorrow. I think I'll be picking up an extra and some complimentary caps to build for a friend. Nice. Yeah. So the Cycle 7 does go in stock tomorrow. If you are thinking of doing that, Loopy, there is 20% off store wide. So if you're thinking, you might be cheaper to do it in 2 different orders, considering UK orders over 50 quid get free shipping right now anyway as well. So you might want to think about doing it one today and one tomorrow, but it's up to you. It's up to you. Yeah, just a little tip there. Dig the Backdrop, is that new? Relatively new. It's been there for about a month and a half, something like that. Storesness, hey man, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I think I owe you an Allison viewing. I forgot to pick it up. I'm sorry, I forgot to pick it up. If you remind me right at the very end of the stream, I will see if I can go and grab one really quickly. Nice, Eddie. Thank you so much. It's from a guy called Thumbs. I'm not affiliated with them at all or anything like that, but Thumbs as in Thumbs. That's the name of the artist. He does quite a few. I've got quite a few of his t-shirts and hoodies and things. It's like just artwork I really like. There's like a big print on the rear of it as well. So yeah. Angry Swan says, evening all, hyped to have made it home in time for the show. Thank you very much for being here. Cynic12, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I appreciate that. A reminder to all in chat to come along to the MK UK meetup this year. Yeah, I think about 75-80% of tickets are now sold out. Oh yeah, look how bad the latte went. So if you are thinking of coming, get a ticket sooner rather than later. So for some reason, I got a really nice heart shape, and then as I was walking up the stairs, go on camera, focus, please. Camera, please, focus. What are you doing? I don't know why my camera doesn't want to focus. But I ended up with these 2 square brackets, and I don't know why. Don't know why. I must have knocked it in a weird way. It is how it is. It is what it is. So yeah, so about 75-80% of tickets are sold. If you're interested in coming along, please do. I'll be there with the PT team. A lot of other vendors will be there. It's just going to be a really, really great day. It's easy to access, easy to get to. So yeah, definitely take a look if you're interested. mkuk.co.uk is the website. Ollie SK, thank you so much for the 12 months of subs. Appreciate that, my dude. Curious Panda says, good evening all. Great, Guten Abend is German for good evening. I'm just learning it on the side. Nice, nice. Yeah, I should know some German, considering a lot of my friends are German, but I don't. I wish I did. Chris Bezic subscribed for 27 months. Says, take my money. Good evening, Jay. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Give me all your money. Yeah, thank you. No. Just kidding, don't. Keep Science, thank you so much for being here. Manu, hey man, looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow, if you're not aware, GMK Nerve goes live. I do have the actual GMK Nerve sample caps here, which we can take a look at in detail more on later on. The yellow is something special. It really is something special. Have you tried the KTT roses? If you have, what are they like? Yeah, we have some samples of them somewhere. It's quite interesting at the minute because we're saying no to a lot of stuff, then it's popping up on all the other UK vendors after we've said no to it, which is quite amusing. But we have got some samples of them. I haven't tried them in a board yet, but I've tried them in hand and they feel okay. So yeah. Captain Reed, thank you so much for 3 months of subs. I appreciate that. I have to be sensible with my adult money now. No, just spend all your money. Like, you can't take it with you, so spend it, right? Yeah, let's have a stretch. Thank you. Any particular colours of the Cycle 7 as extras, or was it a random assortment? So what we did is we bought a chunk of extras based on what the most popular kit colours were. So because of the way it works with TKD is they assemble the boards based on your order for us. So when we get them, we just do a cursory look and cursory check over it. It makes QC much easier because they're actually built at the factory. So we don't order like a load of red tops and a load of black weights and a load of blue weights and a load of green tops and all that kind of stuff. We don't do that and then like assemble them here. They already come pre-assembled by the manufacturer for the orders, so it's just easier for us to see what color combinations are really popular, and then what we do is we buy kits in those popular color combinations. So we've got about 7 or 8 different color combinations, I think, something like that, with different plates and PCBs and things like that as well. So like the kits we've done for the Neo products in the past, we'll have those in stock tomorrow. So Cycle 7s will be sold as kits, and you'll just have to look down the list for a kit that fits what you want and then buy that kit. Makes it easier for you guys, makes it easier for us guys, and yeah. And the Cycle 8's coming as well, so. Black Wingkeeler, Wingkeeler's hot swap fridge, maybe. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know off the top of my head, but maybe. Such a nice hoodie. Thank you, man. It's one of my favorite hoodies. It's one of my favorite ones. I don't wear it very often, but I do like it. I remember you guys were planning to curate the switches being offered. Any hints on choices making the cut? Yeah, so there will be some cherry, there will be some common ones like alpacas and things like that. My view is on this is I don't want to sell switches that I wouldn't put in a board personally. So that makes it quite tough because there's a lot of switches out on the market that I just don't think are good enough. But we're constantly testing more. So yeah. Others asking for the discounts and I'm afraid to hear about them. Well, we'll talk about that soon. Coffee check. This is the new coffee from Jay's Roastery, which is the company that I'm spinning up at the moment. So this is the fiction brew, Jay's Roast Story. It's all based on like book themes, so fiction, sci-fi, true crime, that kind of stuff is kind of the way we're branding it and the branding we're going for. The website will be launching very soon, jaysroastery.co.uk. So this is our own coffee. So yeah. That's what we're going to be doing. Finally got through cleaning up my office today. Tons of pile of crap since November. Ready for some nice pics when my Neo 70 arrives. Yeah, Neo 70 should start shipping tomorrow. I was sorting some out earlier on today, so just before the stream. So yeah, we're ready for that. Just about 75% of the tickets sold. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. That's for MKUK's meetup. So yeah. Camera has ADHD confirmed. Boy, is that when we were trying to zoom in on the coffee? It's a pain sometimes. It's a really good camera, but the stream lights make it hard for the camera to focus sometimes, I think, because the light's kind of underneath the camera, but still in front of where it's focused on. So yeah. Looks like a juicy latte art. Thanks. It's a heart. Like it is a heart shape. You can see that it's a nice heart shape. I don't know what happened with the square bits. That wasn't there when I poured it, so that must have happened while I was walking up the steps or something. So yeah, when's the meetup? The meetup in the UK is on the 22nd of June. 22nd of June. It's going to be pretty cool. GMK is coming, stuff like that. Huge caffeine at 8 PM. That would ruin me for Monday. I do it every week on Stream Cynic. My caffeine addiction would make like a drug addiction like a part-time thing, I think sometimes. Yeah, like I do get through a lot of caffeine. It's just one of those things. Do we get free keyboards if we go? No, but you get to look at people's keyboards, so there you go. I think I've just seen the best typing test of all time in the PT Discord general chat. Wait, what, have I missed something? General chat, what have I missed? Here's my latest typing test in the Jag F-Type going home from work. He's got the self-drive one. Nice. That is a really, really good. I'm going to get banned for playing the music now, but yeah. Go on prototypist.net Discord server and look in general chat because that's there. So yeah. All over the meetup, hotel booked. Nice. Can't wait to get my Zoom 75 add-ons and MKC 75. Yeah, should start shipping the MKC stuff this week. The Zoom stuff's probably a week away. So yeah. Do I know when the Diamond Avalons will ship to customers? The day we get them. We're still waiting for them, is the complete upshot of this. Arex, who runs the company that's been arranging them for the vendors, has been struggling to get us any details. Everything will be on Notion on Monday. He did message me over the weekend, actually. I haven't read it. He said, this is yesterday at 2 PM. He said, one moment, I will send you the tracking. And I said, thanks. And I still don't have it. So yeah, like as soon as we get them, we will. We've told them we want them air shipping over, but like until we get them, I can't ship them. So the day we get them, I'll ship them. I'm at ADM. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Appreciate that. Hello. Singer sponsoring the meetup. No, I mean Elaine might send something over for like freebies and stuff, but no. That's just the way it is, I'm afraid. You don't get like free keyboards. There will be a ton of giveaway prizes though. I know that so far we've got over £5,000 worth of giveaway prizes, so if that puts it into context, like the meetup's going to be worthwhile attending. Just ordered some Heras, hopefully they're nice. I just packed some Heras earlier on today, some 48 gram ones, 90 of them, so maybe that was your order, who knows. You've subscribed for 9 months Prototypist Baby, says it's good. Yeah, 9 months is a PT baby, that's the one. What was the Cyberpunk-esque board under the cool badges and Alice layout that Jay was building last week? I was just showing it off. That's the Matrix Fuqua. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah. Really hoping you'll have extra PCBs for the Cycle 7. We do, but not tomorrow. So we did order some extra PCBs, and we have been sent some from TKD because they know they have issues at times with them. And we've also got a direct line to Ray to get some more issued if we need them. So we are going to hold some back just in case customers need them for a week or two, but then we should have some in stock in a week or two. So yeah, we will have some. Gatron Smoothies hype. Maybe. We'll see. What price will this extra Cycle 7 be? It'll be about 15%, I think, above group buy price. I need to work out the details tomorrow. It all depends on the exchange rate at the time we ran the group buy versus the exchange rate when we paid for the products, which can be a little bit different because it can be like a month after the group buys ended when you get invoiced and stuff like that. So we just need to make sure that we're not selling the extras at a loss because there's very little margin on these. Like, as you can imagine from the price, there's like, it's not even, for some of the keyboard combinations, it wasn't even like a 1% margin. So we need to be really careful with extras. So I think about 15% is probably what my guess would be. So we'll see. All click is a band. Maybe. Last time I left it too late and they sold out. Dude, you need to come. Simple as that. When is the Marbles event happening for GMK? We'll talk about the giveaways in a second. We've got some PT news to talk through first, and then I'll talk about giveaways and discounts. So, yeah. GMK racking up their Air Miles at the moment. Absolutely, yeah. 100%. They've got to get out and see the community. Want to show off. Toasty Baps, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Appreciate that. When the cam pans over to the empty driver's seat. Yeah, it's a great little video. Honest Accountant says, Jay, random question. Would you rather never use your favourite plate options again, including plateless, or never drink coffee again? I'd have to, like, do without carbon fibre plates. Like, I would just have to. Carbon fibre is my favourite. I'd have to do that because I couldn't relinquish my control on coffee. For the Cycle 7 extras, will you just have PCBs fail? I think we talked about that a minute ago, Mirolo, but yeah. We have no idea how many prizes that's distributed over, but that's just what PT's donating to the meetup. So I know that we've got that much because that's what PT's donating. So it will be a lot more than that. I wonder how busy Oblo is at the minute. That is one hell of a list. My keyboard screwed over. Yeah, I've talked with Oblotsky about whether he needs me to go over and give him a hand. But it's just one of those things. He'll get through it. He's a good lad. So yeah, any chance for Zoom 75 PCBs? Yeah, they'll go in stock when the next batch of Zoom 75 extras go in. So when we ship out the Zoom 75 October batch later on this month, then we'll have extras after that. So it'll be a couple of weeks away. Will they be going live at 6 PM as per usual? Yeah, I mean, we usually do in-stock drops at 6 PM. It's consistent. Everyone knows the score. It's easy for, like, worldwide customers to be involved as well as UK customers. It's like after the working day, but everyone in the world is pretty much either up just about or just about to go to bed. So it's kind of like the best time for us to do them. So yeah. Gemma says, any MKC extras? Always. There's always extras for everything. They'll be in stock after we ship out the group buy. Yeah. Excited for the Gihern drop on the 15th of May. Need to get that symbiote with Winkeyless. Yeah, so, sorry, Winky. Numbers are limited for that. PT only has a set number. I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but we only have a set number. So, be quick would be my advice. Coffee ground plate? Maybe. We could have a look at that, Keep Science. You could probably compress it into something like that. I mean, you can compress coffee grounds into, like, a pretty firm material. So, maybe? Maybe that's some like resin or something. We could do it. I don't know. Any news on the secret coffee? Yeah, so Anonymous Backer, I talked about this a few minutes ago. I'm in the process of spinning up another company called Jay's Roastery. Jay's Roast Story. It's kind of like a play on words. A little bit like Prototypist is. I like that kind of thing. I like portmanteaus, so it's quite fun. The idea is that we're going to theme it really around some really cool ideas, like different types of novel and book and writing. So things like fiction, sci-fi. We're going to have a true crime one. This one I'm drinking here right now is the fiction blend. We've also got the classics blend coming as well. We're going to do like a hot chocolate version, which is going to be the romance section and things like that. So we've got like a whole batch of stuff that we're working through. The website's 90% built. Tim and I are just finalizing the details on the logo, or we were before, like a couple of weeks ago. And I've got some tests to do because Shopify did a massive update on the 1st of April that has broken a lot of stuff. So yeah, but once that's done, the coffee will go live. It'll be available on in stock to buy. We'll be roasting about 100 kilos of coffee a week to start off with, and hopefully that'll sell out. If it does, then we'll keep doing it. We've already got the coffee in a couple of cafes, so this coffee that I'm drinking right now is already being served as the house coffee in a couple of cafes that are pretty local to us. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty much something I'll be launching in the next couple of weeks. We will offer a decaf at some point, but not straight away. I want to make sure that the actual coffee that's caffeinated lands really well first. But yeah, it's exciting. So yeah, the beans will be sold as whole beans only to start off with. Then we might offer ground beans later on. There's some complexities around tax with that I just want to make sure we're on top of before we do it. Yeah, 250 grams, 500 grams, kilograms. You'll be able to order it in unless you've got a coffee shop, in which case you can reach out to me and we'll sell it to you in 20 kilogram bags. It all depends on what you want. So yeah, it's just a couple of weeks away. That's all it is, a couple of weeks away. Can confirm that Fiction is a banger. Yeah, when we did the mini meet for PTSPC JO2 buyers in January, everyone got a free bag of the coffee, which was pretty cool. That sounds really cool. Thank you, Wolfine. I appreciate that. Got through the 2.5 kilograms in January. I go through about a kilogram every 3 weeks at the minute, which is crazy. Will the logo be as good as the SPC one? It's a lot more safe for work than that. Is it Checkout one that changed Shopify, made that broke everything? I don't know. There's some changes to the API. So the way a lot of the stuff that we use and the way that the coffee shop works, so we can integrate with the local company we use who actually roast the beans for us to create our personal blends, uses the API that comes off of the back of Shopify to then understand the orders and then enable us to process things automatically. And a lot of the way that the APIs were done broke. It actually broke a lot of stuff for PT about how we ship and create labels last week. Now we knew this was coming and we were assured it would be fine by both UPS and Shopify, but it wasn't. It broke everything. But because Jay's Roastery is just pretty much a startup, obviously we don't have that level of support from Shopify just yet, so yeah, it's something we're working on, but I just need to go through and test everything this week and then should be launching towards the end of the month, sorry. So yeah, it was good. Coffee will be at the meetup. Yeah, I can make arrangements at the meetup for anyone who buys a coffee on the day to have PT's coffee. Yeah, Jay's Roastery coffee. So yeah. How was your first trip to Boojum? Yeah, so if anyone missed the Instagram story, I went to Boojum, which is like just open in the UK. They've only got one store here so far, and they do burritos. It was pretty solid, like really solid. I could have done with being a little bit more spicy, but that's probably just down to how I ordered it. Yeah, really solid. If you like a burrito, they're really good. Yeah. Will the products listings for the blends have any recommended readings based on the genre it's named after? So Void Media, so no, but I want to open up the comments for that, so you'll be able to comment and say what you read whilst you were drinking that coffee brew. It will have all of the usual kind of like tasting notes and brewing methods on this. We're going to share the best recipes for brewing it for espresso, for pour overs as well, if you want to do like AeroPress or something like that, or an actual pour over or a cafetiere. We're going to have the recipes for all of those up as well. Has Robert contacted PT about the Cloud 9 KB? I don't think so. If they want to work with us, I'm more than happy to take a look. So yeah. Ballboy says tax and grinding. Yeah, so interestingly, here in the UK, coffee is VAT free. But if you do a service to the coffee, such as grind it, the service becomes taxable, and then the whole product becomes taxable. So the idea, because Jay's Roastery is a standalone company, I don't want to register it for VAT until we have to, which is at around 86 grand in revenue per year, which hopefully will hit relatively quickly. PT hit it in its like second month or something. So yeah, so we don't want to register for VAT until we have to, because that like it becomes a whole different kind of ball game to manage it then from an accounting perspective. But if you offer a service to the coffee and you charge for that service, so if there's a difference in price between whole beans and ground beans, then we have to charge tax, and it becomes like a really weird VAT thing. It's kind of frustrating. So that's why it's a banger of a coffee. I'm glad you like it. Like, it's so good. It's so good. Like, I'm really happy with it. It took a long time to get to this blend, and I'm really, really chuffed to bits with it. Am I going to be a busy barista again? Only if you want to be. Only if you want to be. Esrep, thank you so much for the 6 months, currently on a 2-month streak. I appreciate that. Will you be doing any single origin stuff? So everything we have at the minute is blends. The reason for that is because I think that blends offer better flavor profiles. We do have some options of doing some single origins. We'll probably have those rotate in as like special offers, so you'll only be able to buy them for like a week at a time, and then we'll just roast X amount, and once it's sold out and gone, it's gone. so we will do some single origins, but they will be kind of like seasonal, and they'll come in and they'll just drop in for a week or 50 kilos or 100 kilos, whatever it is we're roasting. And then once that's done and gone, then that'll be it until the next one. So we will do some, but it won't be kind of like the constantly stocked coffee. Still on how to nuts are tax-free as long as they're in shells. Yeah, or biscuits tax-free, but a cake isn't.
Tasty, tasty.
Or it's the other way around. So yeah. Demotex, thank you so much for the 28 months of subs. He says at 2/3 of meaning of life. Yeah, nearly 42. I don't think anyone's got to 42 yet. Do you have any plans to collab with any coffee companies doing the monthly subscription coffee? Yeah, so not with the coffee subscription boxes yet. We have spoken to Dog and Hat; they're interested, but you will be able to subscribe to ours, so you'll be able to have like a shipment sent out every month. So I know that there's other companies out there that do them, like Dog and Hat, and we will try and look at that. But I want to get a foothold first and get started up first. The Jaffa Cake debacle, yeah. There we go. Cool. Okay, so we've talked about a few things, but let's catch up on PT news specifically. Last week we shipped out all of the Cycle 7s. We had some issues with UPS's integration into Shopify because of the API changes that broke. That has now all been resolved somewhat, so I have a solution. It does involve using a third-party app to kind of stage transactions and then pass them on, like a middleware, which we don't really want to toy with because it adds additional cost and processing and time and things. But we do have a solution for now, which is temporary. UPS are coming out on Tuesday to actually do some live testing here on our server here at PT. And hopefully they'll be able to get that resolved. So they're going to come out on Tuesday. The rest of this week, Mel's back on Monday, so Mel will be back. She's been on holiday for a week, so she'll be back tomorrow. All the Cycle 7s are done. The rest of the last shipment that we had, there is Neo 70s, MKC products to do, and then Zoom products to do. There's also Cat Space Dust, which is probably going to be the last group buy we do from this shipment. The reason for that is it's really complex. There's something like 30 or 40 different kits for it, and we need space to be able to lay them out. And I'm conscious that it's been a really long time, so my hope is that we'll have that done within 2 weeks. In terms of stuff dropping in stock, we do have Cycle 7s dropping in stock tomorrow, as well as some desk mats and a couple of other small bits as well. I'll pop an announcement up in the Discord server tomorrow to cover that. But the priority tomorrow will be shipping anything that's in stock over the weekend out, anything that you guys buy on stream today when we talk about discounts in a minute, and then shipping Neo 70s out tomorrow. Tuesday will then have to be a paperwork day for me. I have so much paperwork to catch up on that I have to concentrate on that. And also UPS is coming out to visitors, so very little apart from in-stock orders will ship on Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday is going to be Mel will be back on there because Mel works Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. So Wednesday, Mel will be back in, so we'll tackle whatever the next group buy is, probably MKC 75s, potentially Milky Way Satellite if we haven't already done it on Monday, and then start on the Zoom products by Friday. Thursday is where our day work closed. I have worked pretty much every Thursday this year, but this Thursday coming, I am taking the day for me. I want to get my Datsun back on the road. It needs some new wiring and a new battery putting in it, so I'm going to be doing that on Thursday. That's my plan, and I also need to then get it out of my garage at home to put new garage lights up. So that's my plan for Thursday. So there will be nothing shipping on Thursday. The week after that, so like a week on Monday, we'll be finishing up whatever the rest of the group buys as well. So we should be pretty much on point for that. Lottie, thank you so much for the 14 months of subs. She says, good evening, Daddy J. And Timothy's here as well for 18 months. This is loves me. Oh, I love you both. Thank you very much for being here as well. Cat Space just dropped down is terrifying. Yeah, Cat Space Dust is going to be one of those where it takes both Mel and I a few hours just to get ready to start packing it, because it's going to have everything laid out and stuff like that, and everything labeled, and the way that the labels come for cat stuff from the factory isn't always the best. So we will get to it. It'll be fine. It'll happen. It's just going to take that's going to take longer to ship than 100 keyboards would do. So it's just one of those things. So yeah. You might like Top Dead Center on YouTube if you like car restorations. I do. I love car restorations. I'm not aware of Top Dead Center, but I'll have a look. I'm actually going to be starting my next car restoration personally, probably the first week in May. So that's exciting times as well. Which will be my little Datsun 521 green pickup truck. I'll be stripping that down and getting ready to rebuild it. Tim, I also need an update on my old Subaru. How's the Scooby doing? You haven't told me anything about it for a while. Cars are boring. I don't like cars. No. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. In terms of other PT news, I can tell you that we do have a discount going at the minute that's all site wide for in-stock products apart from GMK Euler, and that is 20% off. You just need to add stuff to cart, and as soon as you spend more than 50 quid, you get 20% off everything in your cart. It's nice and simple as long as it's in-stock products. Doesn't work for group buys or pre-orders. There's also free shipping, so if you're in the UK and you spend more than 50 quid, you will get free shipping. If you're in the EU and you spend more than 150 quid, you will get free shipping. This is all UPS, pretty much next day. It's within like 2 working days. So UPS Express is the shipping method we'll use for pretty much everything for this, unless it's like a Royal Mail type package. And then at USA customers, you need to spend 250 quid, but then you can have free shipping as well. So 3 GMK sets and you get 20% off and you get free shipping to the US. That's pretty good going. £5 in the Euler jar. Did I say Euler again? I apologize. Yeah, it's GMK Euler. I know it's Euler, but it's spelt Euler, and it's so difficult to flick between the two. Like, everyone who asks me about it in real life calls it Euler, and it's Euler, and it really annoys me when they do it, and then I end up doing it. It's a whole thing. So yeah. That's one of those. Are you keeping the Datsun truck the same color? It's going to be a very similar color, yes. So I've got 2 Datsun trucks. I've got a blue one and a green one, different models and different years. But the green one is going to be kind of like an olive green, but I'm going to do something a little bit different with it. So yeah, we'll have some details soon. Right, in terms of additional discounts, I wanted to open this up to you guys. We used to play a game where you guys used to suggest things that you wanted an additional discount on. So bear in mind that anything... Mods, can you do your thing for this champion chat, please? So one of the things that I wanted to do today is bring that back and have you guys pick what you want to see a discount on. So there's already 20% off anything in stock. If you want to see anything else with a bigger discount on it, just let me know. All you need to do is write into chat what you're thinking about buying today. If there's something that you think 20% isn't quite enough to get it over the mark, post in chat what you'd like to see, what you'd like to see a breakdown of, what you'd like to see a bigger discount on. Mods, can we sort this champ out? Thank you. You respect you for pronouncing Euler properly. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like when I just see a glance, it's so easy to say Euler because I just look at it and I'm reading, and I don't read and absorb and then speak. I just kind of read and say it out loud. So yeah. Euler is not included in the 20% deal. No, the reason for that is complex, but basically what happened was we paid GMK for our sets, for PT sets. We also paid GMK for Captus sets, which was all the US sales during the group buy. Captus was supposed to pay us back, and they said, sorry, we can't do that, we don't have any money anymore, after they told me it was okay and they could pay me. So we'd already paid for all of the sets, and then Captus just sent me all of his customer details and basically said, you now have to fulfill these orders. So he sent me all of the things over. We did fulfill all the orders. We're trying to get the funds back from Captus, but basically it means that for every set that we had available as an extra, we were already £164 loss per set we had as extras. So just from the sheer cost of shipping out all the tens of thousands of dollars worth of base kits and shipping fees and everything else. So that's the reason why Euler isn't included in it. We just can't sell it any cheaper because we've made such a massive loss. Even if we sell all the units that are in stock right now at full retail price, we'll still have made over $10,000 loss on that project. So I just cannot sell them any cheaper. So that's why they're not included in the offer over the weekend, and that's why we can't offer a discount on them. There isn't a huge number left anyway, but if you do want it, please do pick Euler up because it's a great set and it's a fantastic set, and I'm really sorry we can't offer a discount on it, but unfortunately just because of the costs we've encountered, just making the customers right for it, it's just something we can't do. So let me know in chat if there's anything you'd like to see an additional discount on. You've got a few minutes, we don't have to do it right now, but if there's anything you'd like to see a discount on above the 20%, so just drop a little note into chat saying what product it is you're considering buying that's in stock, and whatever seems popular from you guys, whatever gets more than 2 or 3 votes, we'll drop an extra discount on. The real Galaxy Brain way of pronouncing Euler is like Euler, as in first Euler's day off. Euler. I like that. Do you know Ferris Bueller is probably one of my favorite films of all time? It's such a good movie. It doesn't really stand up today, and there's some jokes that wouldn't fly today, but it is a really good film if you take it as a product of its time period. I think Tim did give me an update on the Scooby. It's good. It's just about to go in for a new turbo. Ooh, nice. I didn't know it needed a new turbo. Really tired, needs doing, and they are cheap. You sure the turbo needed doing? Okay. And the little knock zone. Is that the knock on the front driver's wheel? I think it was when we were driving it, test drive, when it had been stood for a while. It's looking lovely and getting a lot of attention. Nice. Then once its turbo's done, it's map time. Nice. Yeah. Cool. I can't wait to see it fly once they've had it mapped. Yeah, I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see that. Excited to see the results of the restoration. Charted Music says on the Datsun 521. Yeah. So I do have another like YouTube channel that's never posted anything called JDM, as in Japanese domestic market, but with J at the front, and a website that's kind of written but not published, because most of my classic cars are Japanese. So I probably will document the restoration on that somehow. I don't know exactly how yet, but I will be able to do it at some point. Free ginghams. Yeah, we did ginghams before. I could probably do that actually today if that's what people want. If you want to buy in stock during stream and just put like the word streamer in notes, I will chuck a free gingham in for you. That's not a problem. I can do that. If you make an order like from now 8:42 p.m. here in the UK before the end of the stream, and you put gingham, or sorry, streamer gingham, let's say streamer gingham in the notes at checkout, streamer gingham in the notes at checkout, I'll chuck a free gingham in for you. That's not a problem. He went immediately, just took some time to update it for you. Okay, thanks guys, thanks. I appreciate it. So you had to go through that. Appreciate it. Yeah, is that about the capture stuff? Yeah, it's one of those things. It's fine. It's done. Pokemon Kid, good evening, sir. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing okay. I'm about to buy Chaos Theory, so any more on that is bonus. We'll see. So you got taken advantage of like that. Hope things can be made right eventually. Well, it'll never get made right, because no one's gonna give me the money back that Captus owes me. Like, no one's just gonna say, "Hey Jay, I'm really sorry you had to spend all that money. Here it is." No one's gonna do that. So it is what it is. GMK Fright Club would heal my spooky soul. Fright Club's a cool set. GMK Universe. Okay, GMK Universe is your vote. Nothing makes me smile like the parade scene. Love that name, very clever. Jay, you're awesome. I'm not, but thank you. Thank you for everything, dude. The community cannot thank you enough, I swear. No, I just do what's right, or what I think is right, so that's just what it is. Yeah, that's the one. The turbos gain a good amount of shaft play at about 90,000 kilometers, so it's totally expected. It's actually a lot better than most, but I may as well get it done. It only costs 150 quid. Oh, dude, if it's only 150 quid, that's a bargain for a turbo sort. So, is it just the impeller, or is it the actual housing as well? And which one is it? Because there's two. There is two. So, yeah. That's cool. I think it's been mentioned before. I'll follow along as a dream of mine is to do my own Exige or Esprit build. I used to own an Exige years ago, a track version. They're a blast. They're a blast. Can't use notes with Shoplift checkout. If you do it on the website, you should be able to add a note at checkout. If you do it through Shop Pay app, you won't be able to, I don't think. But if you do it through the website, you can do. Does the gingham offer apply to all purchases? Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, if you buy something in stock during the stream, so 2042 onwards, and you put streamer gingham into the notes at checkout, you'll have to do it through the website, not the shop app. And it's an in-stock product, and it's then I'll chuck a gingham in. Yeah. I don't suppose you know if there's any Carbon Fates available for the Zoom 65. If they're in stock on the website, we have them. If they're not, we probably don't. We do a lot of more for the community than you need to. I do what's expected of me, I think. Should the discount be working on the Zoom pad? Been considering getting one, but not sure about it. But the discount doesn't seem to be applying. It should be working on the Zoom pads. Let me have a look and see if it's not. Like, you mean the just standard 20%? I don't think we could offer any more than 20% on them. Let me have a look. I think I might know what that is. Zoom pad in stock. The discount should be working on Zoom pad in stock. I can see. Oh no, actually, I know it won't. Actually, I can see why. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, that should work now, Snicky. You should be able to get a 20% discount on them. Post says, I'm late to the stream, but good evening. Hey man, good to see you. Whole turbos and they're only about 50 minutes to swap out. Yeah, I know it's an easy swap out. I knew it wouldn't be a lot from the thing, but if that's for both for two VF58s, then that's pretty cool. Use a shop checkout website with shop checkout, which is default. There's no notes. You might have to do it through CAD. Then I don't know why shop disable notes for some things and not for others. But we would need a note. You can always drop me an Ingham afterwards. Ingham, an email afterwards. I was reading what Gingham. You always just drop me an email afterwards with the order number, and I can add it on for you. What I forgot to add the gingham. How much did you have to spend? As long as it's an in-stock order, I'll chuck a free gingham in for anyone who's watching. As long as it's not like a pack of switches or something. As long as you're not taking the piss. Like it's got to be like, I don't know, 20 quid or something. But as long as you spend like 20 quid or more, then yeah, sure, we'll chuck a gingham in because we've got tons of them and they've not sold in years. So yeah. No one's really suggested much in terms of what they'd like an extra percentage discount on. So we've had a suggestion for Fright Club and Galaxy and Universe. Oh, and Chaos Theory. So let's do an extra 5% on those. Let me create that now. Okay. So the code's going to be an extra 5%, and it's going to work on specific products. It's going to work on GMK Fright Night. Fright Club, isn't it? Sorry, not Fright Night. Fright Club. In stock GMK Fright Club. Okay, so it's going to work on Fright Club. It's GMK Universe. Let's find that. In stock GMK. Why can't I find that? In stock GMK Universe, yeah. And what was the other one? GMK Chaos Theory. In stock. Okay, so you can get an extra 5% on top of those. That'll work with the other 20%. You'll be able to add that, and that'll work until the end of the stream. So for those products, and you just need to use the code extra 5%. I'll drop and paste that into chat. So there you go, extra 5%. So yeah, anyone who wanted to get GMK Galaxy, sorry, GMK Universe, GMK Fright Club, or GMK Chaos Theory, you can get an extra 5% during the stream by using extra 5%. You should get the 20% discount automatically, and then extra 5% as well. Mr. Gimp, thank you so much for the subscription. 13 months, dude. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. Zoom pads, yeah, Zoom pads are in stock. There's only a couple in stock though. Cycle 7, but it's not in stock yet. Cycle 7s will be in stock tomorrow night, I think. TGR Koala, truly be slapping. Yeah, it's a really great board. Pink underside always makes me go like that. Oh yeah, the pink underside of the board. It's cool. It's really cool. Yeah, artisans get 20% automatically. So yeah. How do you decide how many extra GMK sets to buy a pre-order? Do you have a fixed percentage in mind, or every time you think about it? It really depends on how the set sells. It depends on what the cost price is. It depends on what the margin is. It depends on how much I like the set to an extent. It depends on what I think the market really thinks of the set. There's no set rule. There's no set policy we have in place. A lot of it is gut feel, but yeah, it's one of those things. These are Gateron inks, if I remember correctly. A DM will be hitting your inbox tomorrow, Teddy J, for the cycle song. Yes, please do remind me in the morning, Lottie, and I'll sort you that out if I can. Or you can send a DM like now and I'll pick it up in the morning. That's fine as well. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you guys have got any questions about like any questions about PT or how we run things, or how things are going to work over the next couple of weeks, or you want more information about anything, then let me know. But yeah, if you are picking something up in stock today during the stream, you can still get the 20% off that everyone else gets. That's like standard across all stuff in stock right now. You can get a free gingham using Streamer Gingham as the code in notes at checkout, or you can drop me an email afterwards with the words Streamer Gingham and your order number if you can't do it at checkout. And you can also get that extra 5% on GMK Fright Club, GMK Universe, and GMK Chaos Theory. That works on all of the variants of the key set, so base kits, child kits, everything else. And that's pretty cool. Just ordered, forgot to put the gingham message because I'm a plum. Alvi, drop me an email with your order number, and as long as your order was made after 8:42 p.m, we can put the streamer gingham code on there for you. Just drop me an email and we'll do it. As long as it's not like as long as you're not putting like an order through for like 10 switches and then expecting a free keyboard, it's fine. It's fine. But I know none of you would do that because none of you are that way inclined. Like spend like 20 quid at least, something like that. What's the extras pickup rule? I think Say's covered it, Lottie, but basically when we have a group buy, and if it's something that's really popular, but you want to make sure you get one, and you don't want to go wait for the bum rush for extras that sometimes happens, such as with Kahaku did the other week, we have a rule that we've had in place since PT started, whereby you can just turn up at the workshop and say, I know you're going to put these in stock next week. I know you finished shipping the group buy. I'd like to buy one, and we'll sell you one on the spot. And you get basically first pick and choice of what we have. We've done this for pretty much everything. Some people have taken advantage of it for JO2 blackouts. Some people did it for Kahakus. Some people did it for JO1s back in the day. Some people did it for certain key sets. Red Alert was one that was very popular. So yeah, there you go. Ordered, thank you, Jay. No worries. Alvi, it was for an ad send and a screw tray. No worries, dude. I know no one will actually like order like 10 switches and expect a free gingham. Like I just know no one would do that. So yeah. There we go. Meets is a good 6 hours from me. So yeah. I mean, you're more than welcome to pop up, Lottie. You're more than welcome to pop up. For the J, worth it for the J. I don't think that's the case at all. Like, no. I really don't. Me flying over to the UK to hand pick up a Kahaku. Did you? Were you one of the people that came over to the UK? Because there was like quite a few people came up for Kahakus and JO2s that week. I think there was something like 11 people came for Kahakus and something like 6 or 7 people came for JO2s that week because it was an interesting week. So yeah, so if you were one of those, no one told me that they'd flown over for it, but like people did. Alright, okay, like people told me they'd done like some crazy car journeys, but no one told me they'd flown over. Yeah, it was cool to meet some people. Rue, who's in chat, he took advantage. Rue was one of the kind people that came over and picked some stuff up. I'm sure he won't mind me sharing that. Before he did mind, and now I'm going to get sued for sharing that information. But it is what it is. Right, okay. Time to crack on with the actual build stream then. So for those of you remember, we were building the T9 a couple of weeks ago, probably a month or 2 ago now, and I think where we got to was we'd soldered one pin of each of the switches, and we hadn't soldered the second one, but when we'd reassembled the board. So the first thing is going to be to disassemble the board, to solder the remaining pins, to then reassemble the board, I think. And we also need to switch out one of the parts because we used the wrong one as well. So yeah. We did travel for the JO2, but it wasn't for the board, it was for the J. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Get a room, you two. Hey, they could have both joined me when I had a hotel in Worthing, but they didn't. Just one of those things. I was thinking about picking up an Allison, but wish it had more exciting colours. The Allison's a really cool keyboard. Comes with a matching numpad. The best colourway, in my opinion, is the champagne. It is really, really nice. In fact, everything has gone like... I used to have the shelves behind me. I just thought something was on the shelf and it's not there. I don't have anything in the kind of like gold colourway, but it's a really nice champagne colour. It's a really nice champagne colour. Like it is, if you've seen the Heine Bush TKL1 in the champagne colour, that's pretty much the same colour. It's slightly lighter than that, slightly more poppy, but it's pretty much the same colour. Just some key chores today then, yeah. Yeah, so it's finishing off a build we started the other week. Is there a way to find an old plate file for my Zoom 65? I really want a carbon fiber plate for it. I'm pretty sure we don't have any, but you'd have to ask Melotrix if they would be willing to release the file. Order Jim King Universe and we'll ping you tomorrow about the Argyle. Thanks for building it for me. There is no rush. Yeah, just drop me a note on the Argyle, dude. You need some switches and stabilizers as well, or Bison. Can you remember what the screen and the speaker on the Oceanographer does? The speaker you have to program yourself, but you can program it to like bleep on key press or do whatever you want to do through QMK. The screen by default, I think just I can't remember what it does by default actually. I think you can have it do like things like words per minute and all sorts of stuff like that as well. Can't remember exactly what it does off the top of my head in default mode. We had to redesign the whole PCB from scratch because Taylor just disappeared. So yeah. Proper sized cup of coffee tonight. Every time I have a cup of coffee, it's 400 milliliters. That's just what I usually do. Do we have to do something special to get a free gingham? Yeah, spend a few quid on the store on anything in stock before the end of the stream after 8:42 p.m. and I'll chuck a gingham in. We did this offer last week as well, where if you spent like I think 50 quid, we'd chuck a free gingham in as long as you put like a code. But yeah, if you buy anything on the store that's in stock that's like 20 quid or more after 8:42 and you put the code stream a gingham in notes or you send me an email afterwards, we'll chuck a gingham in your package because we've got quite a few of them to get rid of. So yeah. You remind me that I have a polycarb Heine TKL1 that I still need to build. Nice. How do you like the TKL1 poly and alu? I only have an alu one, I don't have a poly one, but it's a lovely board. Can I do a crude SPC rocket on what? On what? Any stock switches you recommend that are in stock on PT? I'm looking for a new set of switches. I don't want to have to lube them myself. Let's have a look at switches that we've got in stock right now. In stock switches, what have we got? A lot of sold out. The Hades switches are pretty cool, and so are the Hera switches. I actually quite like the Hera 48 grams. They're pretty light for me, but the Hera 48 grams are pretty cool. The Viola Tricolor switches do need lubing, so if you want them. The Gateron Mink switches are pretty good as well. So these are like a really nice Gateron switch. I think they do need lubing though, I'll be honest. The Texie safety switches, quite a few people use them and don't lube them. I've never put them unlubed into a board, but they are on sale as well. So if you're interested in those, you can pick those up. What else have we got? The Hades switches I've said are pretty good. I really like those. And that's pretty much it at the minute. Yeah, everything else is sold out. I need to update the website and get rid of all the sold out stuff. You don't mind me asking, but how long did it take the Gihon to sell out on R1? Planning to order when the moment it goes live. It was like 15 minutes, something like that. How many F1 V2s do you sell? Gion's numbers are crazy. I'm so happy for him. We don't release numbers publicly. Just it causes issues. Like some people will get angry that I've ordered too many. Some people will get angry that we didn't sell enough. It just like no matter what happens, if I release numbers, I just get arguments. So yeah, I don't release numbers. Was the Heine TKL1 the one they had those Yugoslavian die subs on? Yeah, they're still on that as well. The Yugoslavian die subs are still on that, yeah. How long before the in-stock after shipping group buys is a window for collecting from the warehouse open? How do you go about it? This could be a plan. So after we've shipped all the group buys out, there's a notification posted on the Discord server in the updates channel that says group buy complete. From that moment up until we put it in stock, and there'll be a Discord announcement at least 12 hours before it goes in stock, you can then come and have your way. So for example, on Friday the TKD Cycle 7 got updated and said it was complete from a group buy perspective. I put up an announcement saying they're going to go in stock on Monday. You could have arranged on Friday to come on Monday morning to pick one up. So yeah, that's how it works. All you need to do is just drop us an email and arrange a time to come and we'll figure it out. I don't want the number, but how could someone be mad that you bought too many? We've had complaints that from people before when we've bought extras and we've released numbers back in the early days of PT, and their argument was that we were diluting the value of their keyboard by ordering multiples of extras. So yeah, so I just don't want to get into arguments with people. How many extras does Cycle 7 and F1 will have? We don't release numbers, so as above, as I just said. The Cherry Blossom switches, but it isn't in the switches. Are the Cherry Blossom switches not on the switches list, but they are in stock, right? Yeah, we have got Cherry Blossom switches. Let me have a look at that. Why do they not show there? Cherry Blossom. Why can I not find them? There we go. They should show now. Thank you for pointing that out. That was just a tagging issue. There was a tag missing from them. Flipper Copium. Yeah, people buying to resell. Like there was someone who complained today that they couldn't sell a board that they bought from us on the aftermarket. It's like, well, like for what they paid for it. It's like, well, yeah, it's secondhand now. You've had it. It comes with no warranty and it's secondhand and you've owned it. Why on earth would that be worth the same as what it is from a retailer brand new with warranty? You know, I think it's just an issue. What's the green board, Jane? The green board is this is a TGR Koala with the PT logo on. Nice big copper slab on the bottom. Koala sides, TGR, TKL. There's a TGR logo there with GMK Analog Dreams. So yeah, I can see the cherry blossoms. Search there here. Yeah, they should be on the list now. I can't tell you who complained about it, but I can tell you that's a complaint we've had. So yeah, it is what it is. Right, let's bust open this T9, and if you guys have got any questions, let me know in chat. So first of all, this is one of the frames that goes around the keys. Well, we need to put this in the board because we put the wrong one in last time. So just to remind you, this is the T9. This is a slightly scuffed prototype, so bear that in mind. It's got a really cool kind of whole design to it. It's super chunky, super heavy, and we need to take it apart again. And I can't remember how it comes apart, but we struggled last time to get it apart. And the reason we need to put this frame in is because the frame that's in here right now doesn't actually have the blockers in between the FRO keys. So they're just open down to the PCB. So we need to change it out and fix it. So the plan is take the keyboard apart, take the PCBs out, take the frame out, put the new frame back in, finish soldering all the switches in place, and then we'll go from there. There's already 20% off the zoom pads. I can't offer any discount greater than that. Like, it's less than retail price, like less than group buy price to buy them now, Simate. So like I can't give everything away. I appreciate you guys want everything as cheap as possible, but if I did that, like, we'd have no business and we'd be bankrupt. So yeah, DCS Honeywell would look really nice on this board. It would look great on this board. Let me lighten up the camera even more. This is going to really mess up the this is going to really mess up the color, but like, I'm going to have to make it lighter so you guys can see what I'm doing. Like, the colors are way off now, but I'm going to have to lighten it up so you guys can see what I'm actually doing. Right, let's get some screwdrivers in and let's start taking the board apart again. Redeem caffeinate. Yeah, I've finished the coffee now. No more caffeine to be had tonight. We are done on the caffeine front. Do you have any ideas when the T9 will go for group buy? I'm not sure yet, Super Hands. But I will be picking up one of my own when it does go for group buy. Are you going to be one of the vendors for the Duality 65? If the designer wants us to be, we will be. I really like the keyboard, so I can't say that we will be, but if they want us to be, we will be. More than happy to work with anyone on a decent ones. Will you be stocking some of the new PVT fan sets? Someone asked in Tag J about the X-ray set. This is a difficult one to answer because we were supposed to be, and now it appears that we're not. And there's been some underhand things, I think, that have happened. So no comment is my answer at the moment. The TGR board looks now as it would be in Miami at 1 p.m. Yeah, like super washed out and bright with the sun. Yeah. Any beard grooming tips from one keyboard dad to another? I don't have kids, but beard game. My beard actually needs a trim right now. It's a little bit scraggly and long. But I use a beard moisturizer twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. Brush it twice a day as well, once in the morning, once at night. Other than that, I don't do much with it. Like, yeah, instead of beard oils, I use the moisturizer. I find it better. So yeah, that's about it. But yeah, it doesn't need trimming at the minute. Right, if I remember rightly, this bit comes off here. If I remember. He says. There we go. That's the first bit off. That's a really tight fitment as well. Now I have to take out the two weights. I need a smaller screwdriver for that. Is that a combo screw tray and fidget toy? I like it. Yeah, this is the play tray. The V2 of this is going to be out soon. Blackbook's already there. My hair is too oily for beard oils. I find that I get really bad skin if I use beard oils, but a beard moisturizer goes a long, long way. The one I use is from L'Oreal. It's like in a brown glass tub, and if you've got like a little bit left over in your hands, it's great for the rest of your face as well. So that's what I use. Cursed with the inability to grow a beard. Mine's not a great beard. It's fine, but I wish I could grow a better one. Is this the beloved T9 again? Yeah, I'm just going back and finishing off the board because last time we didn't finish it. Yeah, so beard oils just make it itchy as well, and it gives me like beard dandruff, which I hate. So yeah. Okay, so take out these two weight pieces, and then we can access the rest of the screws underneath here. This is a very screw heavy board. Lots of screws. Yeah. The Barber Club one, that's exactly the one. Yes, Trojan. I didn't remember that until you said it, but yes, it is called the Barber Club one. Barber Club Face and Beard, I think it's called, something like that. Oh man, this screw does not want to come out. There we go. So many screws. I had kind of forgotten how many screws this board had. Has there been any updates for the potential group buy for the T9? Not as yet, I don't think so. We will be a vendor for it. How big of a donation to shave the beard? Dude, like if you donate like $5 to charity, I'll shave my beard off. I heard the weight drop off there, the top piece drop off. There we go. If you can get a group donation together of $5 before the end of the stream, I'll shave it off for next stream. $5, 100% I do $5. Okay, so now the top pieces come off as well, so that just drops out. I'm glad I remembered to put my hand over that. There we go, that comes off. And now we can take off the screws off this piece. Now, this is a prototype, so it didn't come with all of the screws in place, so we're just having to get the ones. Shave stream. I accidentally cut mine too short last time, got the wrong grade on my trimmer. Whoops. I have done that once before, but I tend to do it at the barbers these days. When was the last time I was clean shaven? The last time we did it for charity, which would have been 2000, I think, back in the Top Clack days, 2019 or 2000. In fact, no, it would have been 2000 because it was during lockdown. So yeah, 2000. It's about 4 years since I was last clean shaven. Okay, so now we've got all of that out of the way. How do we get into the top half of the keyboard? Does this now lift off? There we go. So this now lifts off. And then we can change the frame. So we need to swap this black frame out here for this one. So let's do that. Sorry, 2020. I meant 2020. Yeah, I don't know why I said 2000. 2020. Get a beard fade? No. I am too old for a beard fade. In 2000, I'd have been 15 years old in 2000. Okay, so that's that frame taken out. And then we're going to put this frame in. Just like so. Screw this back on. Again, do remember that a lot of the screws that are missing from this board is because it's a prototype and it wasn't sent with all the screws. So, for example, there's 2 screw points here and here that I'm not going to be putting screws in because it just didn't come with them. Do the reverse beard fade, shave the goatee area, and fade into some sweet mutton chops. No, you're okay. I'm good without doing that, thanks. So there we go. That's the new frame put in, which will sit nicely onto the board. Right. Okay. Next job is to figure out how we connect the daughter board because we haven't put that in yet. And I think to do that, what we need to do is take the we need to take the plate and PCB assembly out anyway. Just the PCB assembly. Sorry, there's no plate on this. We need to take this out anyway. So let's do that now. This is such a cool looking board. I thought it was a pain to build, and I remembered it being difficult. Well, not difficult, just frustrating to build. Why am I putting those over there? Let's put them in the tray. Come on, Jay, what are you doing? It's just a really frustrating board to put together because of the number of screws and the complexity of how it assembles, but it's not particularly difficult. Charter music. That means that we do not have all the switches you're trying to order in stock. That means that there are less than the total number available than you're trying to order. Unfortunately, stock for everything is limited, so it will sell out. Maybe a stupid question, but where a product has color options but there isn't a drop down on the side, does that mean there's only a certain color left? Specifically thinking the zoom pad. So make sure you're not just using like the slide out part. Make sure you're actually on the product page. Click on the image and go to the actual product page, and the drop down should be there for it. Pretty sure that the zoom pad does have in stock zoom pad. Let me have a look. Yeah, the drop downs are there. So there's literally milk tea, e-white, and anodized gold knobs and weights. So there's only the milk tea color in stock at the moment. So there you go. That's why. Basically, if the drop down should be there, and the drop down should show whatever's available, and it'll either not show it or it'll be grayed out depending on how we set it up in the background. But yeah, it works. Yeah, unfortunately, stock does sell out. This is a concept that many customers get annoyed with, I think. Probably one of our most common complaints is that something has sold out for whatever reason. And that's just one of those things. Like sometimes things sell out. Right, okay, so I'm just going to plug in the JST cable here. Interestingly, it's a 5-pin JST. Usually we only see 4-pin JSTs in keyboards, but this one's a 5-pin one. And just to remind you, we did build this with Gateron CJ switches. You can see them just there. And this is a very thin, very flexible PCB. It's very wibbly wobbly. When we soldered it previously, we only soldered 1 pin in for each switch. We're now going to go back and solder the 2nd pin in for each one. and then we'll connect everything up. So we put the JST cable in because the JST connects through this hole and then connects underneath. So on the underside of here, the daughterboard screws in place just there. So we'll need to find some screws for that as well. And I've lost the foam out of the inside here. So we'll figure that out in a few minutes when we get to it. Because again, it didn't come with all of the requisite screws. My browser being useless. Nice, glad you got it working. Not in with you, it isn't your fault it's sold out. LOL. Yeah, I mean, we often get people who accuse me of letting things sell out on purpose. I had it in my basket and it's now sold out. Okay. Having it in your basket doesn't reserve it, unfortunately. What do you think the 5th pin is for gravity? I suspect it's because... let's have a look. The 5th pin is because you can connect batteries to this one. So if you wanted to, you can have batteries connected. So the 5th pin will be for those. There you go. How dare you sell out of an item? It's not my fault I was slow. You should have ordered more. Absolutely, one of the complaints we get is that. So yeah, cool. Right, let's new soldering iron time. We are moving away from the tried and trusted TS100 onto a pine sill because my TS100 died. All of the frame broke away, and this is the first time this soldering iron's been used. I've not actually used it yet. So last week was the first week in a long time where I didn't build keyboards for customers. So let's zoom in the camera a little bit actually so you guys can see what I'm doing. There we go. So what we're going to do now here is just going to go through each pin and solder it. Paul Galley, hey man, good to see you. What's the crack? I didn't know you were Irish. Yeah, just plodding along, doing some soldering as we were. Oh, that melts really cool. Okay, nice. It's a bit weird soldering so close to where I'm actually, well, holding my finger so close to where I'm soldering. The TS100, the tip is longer, I think. It does feel like I'm very, very close to the soldering point here with this one, but it's working nicely. It's moving fast. It's eating through the solder. Nice. Very little splashback. I think the heat is definitely more even than my old TS100. Probably because it was an old soldering iron. Unexcusable that a business wants to sell their products. Yeah. Like a car doesn't depreciate, why would a keyboard? Sure, yeah, I mean, some cars don't depreciate, that's the thing. And some cars do depreciate, and then they appreciate like mad. Like once they get old enough. Like, a lot of classic cars that you see now will seem relatively cheap. Like you can buy like an old Ford Granada for like 3 or 4 grand, right? But when they were new, they were like £1,000. So I know adjusted for inflation, it's not really a good comparison. But if you don't adjust for inflation, it feels like you're getting a bargain. Right, I'm just going to do this section of the PCB all first, just so it's all done, and then we can concentrate on the rest. Yeah, this feels really weird because I'm holding the soldering iron much closer to where the tip is than I would be with the TS100. But it works well. I'm not disappointed. I think I still prefer the TS100, but that's just familiarity speaking rather than anything else. Okay. It's actually good timing for building this board as well and finishing off because I have a load of spreadsheet work to do this week. annual tax return time, unfortunately. So my 2-year-old Logitech isn't worth what I paid for it. What a surprise. Just a paddy stuck in Sandland. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm going to email Logitech and chastise them for selling keyboards and flooding the market. Yeah, please do. Please tell them it's from me as well. People are expecting keyboards to go up in value, which is mad. Some are still worth more. You're right. Some are still worth more. It's not an investment vehicle, and even if it was, there are risks. Jay, do you have any plans on doing a group buy order with Mode for the new 65? Yes, the Mode 65 will be available at Prototypist. Yes, we are 100% doing that. We've already signed the contracts with Mode. That is going to happen. So yeah, watch out for that, because it's not too far away actually. It's only a few days away. But yeah, Obscure from Mode was kind enough to reach out a few weeks ago, and we've hashed out some deals. And yeah, the Mode 65 will be available at PT, which is pretty exciting. And if that goes well, hopefully we'll be able to offer all of the Mode products here at PT. Okay. Pine still is solid for the price. Yeah, it's a good soldering iron for the price, and I mean I've used the TS100 for 5 or 6 years now, and I've soldered thousands of keyboards with the same soldering iron. Just changed the tips on it, but the plastic housing got a pretty nasty crack in it, so I've stopped using it, and now we'll be using the Pine Sol going forwards. They're broadly the same design for the same product. In fact, I believe they're made in the same factory, so they should work very, very similarly to each other. Just watching this, I can smell soda. Stop it, brain. My Pine broke the first day I had it. Super unlucky. Yeah, just reach out to the vendors and they'll change it for you. This one came directly from the Pine store. Unfortunately, I was going to get it from Mechboards, but Mechboards has already sold out of them. So this one came from Pine directly. Lazy Keiko says, was there a board you regret selling or giving away? Dude, I've probably given away a couple of hundred boards these days, and I don't regret giving any of them away, because the people I've given them to have enjoyed them, they've got use out of them. The only time I regret is if I give something to someone from my personal collection and then they go and sell it. That really hurts, like on a personal level. Obviously, if it's like a prize from PT, I'll be disappointed, but I can't stop it. So yeah, so like if I've given someone like either a really good deal or like given them something from my personal collection and they sell it, that kind of hurts. But I don't regret ever giving away a board, because they've always gone to people who've, been able to get more out of them than I have for whatever reason, because I've just not been using it and it's just been lying around or whatever. So there's boards I definitely miss. Some of the early TX keyboards I miss not having anymore. There's probably some others as well. But yeah, like I don't regret it. There's a couple of vintage boards I gave away to someone who I thought was a friend. Turns out they weren't. And those are boards that are now worth thousands. Or maybe not actually now, because the market's turned, but like at the peak of the market, they were boards that were selling for like thousands, and I kind of wish I'd not done it, but at the end of the day, as long as who I gave them to was happy with them, that's the main thing. So yeah, maybe I'm being thick, but the Zoom pad loses a discount at checkout. It shouldn't do. It should be fine. GMK or TX stabs. Personally, I prefer the GMK ones. But your mileage may vary. Can you not stop Mode products because I'll end up spending too much money? Sorry about that. I apologize. you know, I do have a mortgage to pay, so. Although saying that, it's looking increasingly unlikely I'll learn anything for the rest of the year at the minute, so yeah. I hope the 65 will be as good as the Sonic. Yeah, it will be. Thoughts on the Helheim glass boards? I impulsively jumped on the Freya this week. I think they look okay. I've not tried one, so I don't know. I knew you meant the Boulder. I don't know why you said Helheim, but yeah. It's the Freya. I mean the Boulder. Sorry, I'm getting confused. I'm reading like 5 things at once. Yeah. I knew what you meant. I haven't tried one, so I'd be interested to try one. It's an interesting premise, so yeah. Like, I can't see them being terrible. Maybe we should stock them and I could get them, try them that way. Okay. Well, that is us all soldered. You bring it up. Nice. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. You are more than welcome to visit the workshop at any time. Nice. Congrats on the Oceanographer. It's a really cool board if you like 40%. It is a really cool thing. So that's all of our soldering done. It's not the neatest, but it'll do for now. It's a prototype only. We're going to feed that cable through that hole, and we're going to drop that back down. There we go. There we go. Okay, now we can screw the plate back in. The PCB, sorry, this is PCB mount, not plate mount. Do you know if the build for the 2.5 Zoom is similar to the previous version? Yeah, it's not too dissimilar to build. Like, it's pretty much the same thing. There is a build guide available as well on Mellatrix's site, I think. Redeem posture check. Good idea. Let's make sure I've got my bum scooted into the rear part of it, especially when we're leaning over. True Blaze, hey man, good to see you, dude. Good to see you. Kirizang, any sales tonight? Yeah, you can get 20% off pretty much everything in stock on the website, apart from a couple of products. That applies automatically at checkout. There's also an extra 5% using the code extra5% sign, and that will get you 5% extra off of Chaos Theory, Universe, and something else. I can't remember what the other one was. Fright Club, all GMK sets. So yeah. Do we know if the MX Lock Dream will come true? It's something I'm working on with Cherry. I can't say anything else at the minute. But the more hope everyone has, the more likely it is to happen. Okay. That's that done. Right. Next job is to put the top case back on. And then we can check that the everything lines up nicely. It does. Okay, great. Then we can put this bar in place, and we can pop the screws in for that. Now, if I remember rightly, we only have 2 screws available for this. I need to go get a pack of screws that fits, I think, all of the missing ones. Just like so. Then we can flip this over. Do you know what? Hang on. Let me have a look, see if I've got some screws in the little tub here. I do have some tubs that might have some screws in. Let's have a look. and see if I can find some screws that might fit. Okay, this might be a little bit long here, but let's give it a try anyway. It's a Torx screw. Bear in mind the retail version of this will not have this sort of issues. Oh yeah, nice. Go on. Yeah, nice. Cool, so that's that one timed up. Let's put those to one side. Right, okay. Next job then is to flip the board over. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put the case screws for this bit back in place. If I remember rightly, we need a long one in each corner. It's not that screw, because that's not screwing in. Well, I've been one of the first ones to put in, actually. These ones are a bit thicker. That's it. Let's put that one in there. And that one in there. Oh, that's not long enough, so it can't be the right screw for that. Oh, that's why it's not clipped in properly. It would have worked with that screw, but the keyboard is not set together properly. Let's find one more of those. Nope. Why does that not want to screw in? Okay, it really does not like that one. Let's see if this one wants to go in. No. Okay. Perhaps we're not going to screw that part of the board in just yet. Okay, well that's in place now anyway. There we go. Okay, then we needed this one for the front. Just like so. Right, let's put the USB-C board in. So we're just going to clip the cable back in. Just like so. And then, which way around is this going to go? I think it's going to go this way around. Let's just find a couple of screws that will fit it. That should work. Okay, one more. There we go. That should hold it nice and neatly in place. There we go. I know it's only 2 screws instead of 4, but it should be more than enough for what we need it to do. Okay. And then as you can see, you can put batteries in here if you have the right weights for it with these. We're not going to do that because I don't have batteries for it. Okay. Right, next up, we need to put the bar back in for... Oh, come on. Got this stuck now. There we go. If you don't drop that in just right, it will get stuck. There we go. This bar needs to go on the underside. Just like so. And then there's quite a few screws to put this back in, so let's see if we can figure out which screws it was for that. I think if we put one of those in here. The special instructions don't show up in the order summary, do they? Yes, they will do, yeah. That's one of the case screws, actually. That might be for there. Nope, doesn't like it. Come back to that. Nice, that's that piece in. Doesn't like that one either. We don't have any longer screws. Do we need thicker screws than that? I really should have kept a better note on what screws were needed for this, for each part. Yeah, okay. That one in there. Try a thicker one in as well this time. Yeah, there we go. Thick keyboard, yeah. What got me into keyboards? So a long time ago, I used to work for a bank here in the UK as a program manager, and I just wanted a nice tool to do my job with. And keyboards, I found custom keyboards after a while. Figured I can have a go at that. I can do that myself. So I did, and kind of like a few years later, here we are. Here is Prototypes Keyboards. But yeah, I just got into it because I wanted a nice tool to do a job with, and that's pretty much it, really. I wanted to enjoy my typing experience, and yeah, one thing led to another, and a few years later, here we are. It wasn't anything in particular that got me into it. It wasn't like someone saying, "Oh, you should check out these custom keyboards" or anything like that. It just kind of happened. You think you've seen my car around Yorkshire? You may well have done. Which one do you mean? Which one are you talking about? The orange Datsun? It's been out for a while. But yeah, I do drive it around a little bit. I'm assuming you mean the orange Datsun. I have a few Datsuns, so just saying Datsun doesn't actually help. Okay. Yeah, the orange one. Yeah, the 240Z. Yeah. Okay. Almost there now. I feel like I have missed some screws out in places for the build here, but hey, it's fine. And we're going to drop this piece back in. And we're just going to so this might be a little bit more complex than I thought, so we've got to try and... It doesn't want to come over there. So what the issue is here is to get the USB-C port lined up, it wants to kind of like come in on an angle to get that lined up, but then it doesn't want to clip in on this part here. But if I come straight down, where it will sit in, it doesn't want to come over the USB port. I don't want to damage it. Let's have another look. That's now in place. Let's put some screws in. Hold it all together. That's not going to go in there. Does that want a short screw in there? Yeah, short screws for the win. From what I know, you're a Honda enjoyer. Do you like the Honda S2000? I've never owned one, but I've driven a couple of them. They're fine cars. Not really my kind of car, if I'm honest. I tend to prefer 70s, late 60s, early 70s vehicles, but they're fine. Found a nice Aston Martin DB5 in Caribbean Blue, but realised it was 900k. Yeah, they're not cheap cars. There's one where I've got two Nissan P130s that are in restoration at the minute, and where they're in restoration, they're restoring one at the minute, and it's a phenomenal vehicle. Right, okay. Okay, so we've ended up with 2 screws left over, but that's fine. We don't need them. The board is now complete. Look at this behemoth. Look at this thing. Look at this chungus, this unit. But look how cool it looks. Should we see if it works now? I don't know what software this uses. I'm going to assume it's going to work in Via. So let's load up Via. In fact, it may not work in Via actually, because, well, this is the installed version. So let's see. The key tester should work, if nothing else. So yeah, okay, let's just test the keys for now. Make sure everything works as we expect it to. I think that's not programmed to something, I suspect.
Tasty, tasty.
Oh yeah, we're in ISO layout, so that's correct. And then that should come up with the app. Okay, so that's looking good. Caps lock's working. I might try Vial in a second. Left shift is working for both. Oops, got to stick keys up. That needs reprogramming. That's all working down. Okay. The 2 arrow keys aren't working, but I suspect that's going to be down to programming. That comes up as page and delete, not numpads yet. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I think it's all working. I think we just need to figure out how to program it now. So if it's not Via, I wonder if it is a Vial. Let's have a look. No device is selected. Connect to a Vial compatible device and press refresh. Let's have a look on Can I Use Via? And let's see if the T9 is in there. Supported keyboards. Control F, T9. That would be a no. Okay, so it works, but I don't know how to reprogram it yet. I'll have to reach out to the designer and see if I can figure that out. That's a very nice keyboard. It's a beautiful keyboard, isn't it? It is absolutely stunning. It does work, but it needs reprogramming, and I need to figure out how to do that. I will reach out to the designer and see if I can get the details from them. But it looks so good. Oh, the other thing that I didn't do, which we need to do, is I just need to change the layout here. That needs to be moved over, so it's a 1.5U keycap. It's one switch, so I'll have to do that at some point. Maybe it's Via, but it's not merged yet. Yeah, I'll have to have a look. I'll ask the designer and see if they can confirm what it is. But it's a stunning, stunning keyboard. Should we listen to how it sounds? Let's pause the music for a minute. See how she sounds. So this is really interesting. Like everything from here upwards sounds really kind of muted. Bear in mind that these are Gateron CJ, so they're quite a clacky switch. But here it's on the whole bottom row. I think it's because the screws for the spacebar are actually touching the bottom of the case. So like where the spacebar stabilizer screw in, that's actually touching the bottom of the case. Perhaps that's the reason why. I don't know, but it's like, but then everything else sounds really muted. The bottom row I think needs a nice piece of foam directly underneath it, like another piece of foam just to soften all that sound out. Just to make it more even, but I do really like it. One of my favorite things is on the side profile, just how recessed the keys are. You can see my sweaty hands, like the recess of the keys here compared to the recess of the keys here. This slope is more aggressive than the slope on the keycaps, so you can see that there's like the side of the keycap visible here, but absolutely not for this one. Like it's just completely flush with the case. And that's kind of like the same all the way on the top row. The whole of the top row is flush here. It's pretty cool. And same with up here, these are flush just about. So not flush with this recess here, but they're flush with this part. Yeah, it's just really, really nice. Obviously ISO makes it sound 10 times worse. Nice, yeah. Spacebar is good. I don't dislike the spacebar. I think it's not in keeping with the rest of the board. That's the problem. So yeah. Does the recess make the numpad hard to reach? No, it kind of forces you down onto it. So the way it feels like is like these keys are really obvious because they're kind of raised up here. They're kind of like they're proud of the board, but then row 4 is pretty much in line and row 7 is sunken. But it kind of forces you down into it. Like I think that's pretty nice to work on it. I think uniform would look profile would look really cool on this. Probably, yeah. I'm not a fan of uniform profiles. I do like sculpted. I think MT New would be really nice on this actually. Does this have foam inside? It has one piece of foam inside, yeah, which is underneath the PCB. But I think it needs another piece underneath the spacebar row here, like it just to make it sound like it belongs as part of the board. So yeah. Says Vile on the Vietnamese group buy page. Interesting. I wonder if I just need to download more definitions for Vile. Let's plug in a keyboard that works fully in and see if we can find out. Let's load up Vile, and I think there's a way of uploading it, right? Download via definitions. Let's give that a try. Yeah, so Vile isn't finding the keyboard. Yeah, it's not finding the keyboard, so perhaps it needs a JSON file side loading or something like that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll ask the designer to confirm and send me the JSON over or something like that. It's probably what it is. I probably just need the JSON file. Maybe some 800 for the retro feel. Yeah, I think we're just about to sell out of the 800 set, MTNU 800. I don't own a personal set, but yeah. MTNU is the go. MTU is really nice. Live QMK programming on stream. Dude, I do not have time for that. It's like nearly 10 PM and we've still got some marbles to play for here. Finally, keyboard building over, marbles time. Yeah, I'm just going to ban you for that. Say, you can't win. Like, literally the only reason you watch my streams is to try and get the freebies. Like, I know. I'm not daft. You're not here for the keyboard content. You're just here for the free stuff so you can sell it on. Right, okay. It is time for marbles. The keyboard looks fantastic. I'm super happy with how this build came out. Mods wish him a good night. He knows I'm only joking. Remember to show me the Champagne Allison. Yeah, remind me right at the end of the stream, so I'll try and get one. If I can't, I will send you some pictures on Discord if that helps. It's come out super cool. Like, I really love this thing. It looks amazing. I do need to fix that one switch and then figure out how to program it in Vile. And yeah, I know they want me to send the prototype back, but I might have to keep it for a while. The keycaps really suit the board. This is GMK Oblivion. This is a very, very first run of GMK Oblivion, and it really does suit the board super well. It'd be cool to have this accent, like different colors, almost like maybe a rainbow, something like that. Red, orange, blue, green, maybe something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Right. Okay. Whilst I'm loading, I'll put this camera back on whilst I'm loading up Steam, so we can play some marbles. And I'm going to tell you about the stuff that we're giving away today. So I am giving away some GMK sets. Now, these GMK sets are... These GMK sets are not brand new, but they're not used either. So what happens with GMK stuff is quite often we'll have a key set that we use to, like if someone needs a replacement P because it's damaged or missing, we'll have a key set that we take all the parts out of, and then we'll claim them back from GMK, and then they'll send us the replacement keys back out as well. So they kind of like, we get the replacement keys, but we end up with a ton of keycap sets that we can't sell because we've taken keys out of them and then replaced them later on, and that's what I have here. So here's an example of GMK Electric. This we needed to send a couple of replacement keys out to people that needed them, and you can see here that this was missing. Let me show you. This was missing an F7 key or an F9 key or whatever that is. So we've then reached out to GMK. The F7 is now back in the GMK set because they've finally sent us the key. So it's a whole set again, but we can't sell the sets because we've opened them and we've taken keys out. So I figured what we were going to start doing is we're going to start giving these away. Now, we must have 50, 60 key sets lying around that are like this that we use to fix customers' problems and then are now made up into whole sets. So we must have 50 or 60 base kits that are like this, and over the next couple of months we're just going to give them away. So yeah, so I've got 5 to one side, and what we're going to do is we're going to play marbles, and we're going to do 5 races. And how it's going to work is over those 5 races, whoever enters is going to get a series of points. And this is all done by the software itself. It's all going to be tracked by the software itself, so we don't need to do it ourselves. And it's going to be a little bit like a championship. Think Formula 1 or whatever else you want to think of, any other racing series, MotoGP. And at the end of the season of 5 races, we're going to have a table. And the top 5 people will get the 5 key sets that I have here. I'm not going to show you the rest of them. GMK Electric is one. I will show the rest of them afterwards, so you don't know what you're going to get until we ship it out. So I'll show you all 5 sets at the end, and we'll assign them randomly to the top 5 winners at the end of the 5 races that we're going to do. Does that make sense? Any questions before we start? Sounds fun. Cool. I'm glad you like it. Okay, let's go into the games tab. The games should pop up in a second. There you go. Yeah, I don't want to do that. We're going to do a Grand Prix. We are going to do... How do I do 5 races? Is that it? 5 races? Let's do community ones. Add a random one. 1, 2... I want to do one with a really high elimination rate, 89%, that'll do. Let's do one with a very low elimination rate, 2%. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more race. Let's have a look. Let's try and find one that's like quite long. Is there only 5 minutes? 4:57, that'll do. Zippy, zooming, zoom. Right, so these are the 5 races that we're going to do. We're going to do Baffling Absurd Cosmos, Big Ship Air, Adorable Absurd Activity, Compact Fast Jamboree, and Zippy, zooming, zoom. Zoom's quite comical because we have zooms in stock soon. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the 5 races. We're going to give away the 5 GMK sets. You aren't going to know what GMK set you've won until it arrives on your door. Simple as that. So let's play the races. Let's do these maps now. To get into them, all you need to do is type !play when it comes up on the screen. So you can do exclamation mark play, and that will put you in. You'll see that I've joined. A couple of other people are going to join now. There you go. I'll give you guys a minute to join. Is this UK only? No, worldwide. Anyone can enter. We'll ship it worldwide. We'll cover shipping. We'll cover the cost of the key set. You just might have import duties to pay depending on where you are. J is the 11th commandment of Christianity. I am not a religious person in the slightest. Mama needs a brand new set of shoes. Can I give you a virtual hug for all you do for us nerds? Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Right, okay. So we've got like 150 people watching, but we don't even have 100 people in the game yet. So, oh, we do have 100 people. Right, okay. Let's hit start and let's see. You guys got 20 seconds now to join. I don't know how this map works, but we'll figure it out. I think what's going to happen is you're all going to drop down to the bottom or zoom up, I think, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. A few seconds left to get in. You can totally sell a session. Unfortunately, I don't think I can from a contractual basis. Right, off we go, up we go. Zooming up into the top of the pile here. Let's see how this pans out because everyone's going to go different directions. I have no idea who's in the lead, but we're all going to start zipping and zooming and coming up to this point up here, I suspect, very, very quickly. So let's see who there. I'm ADM was there first. Demotex is there second. It's now racing through. Jenga's there as well. Shyla Kutas has come up with Statsby and Anarchy not too far behind. Great to see Anarchy in the top 10 here. They're stuck at the next stage gate though. This is a little spirograph thing that's going to go around, a little bucket collector and take people around, give everyone a chance to catch up. Conan's there, commercial. I've just whizzed through as well. Wygaz is coming up there as well. Still Stompy Burb and Charted Music is left over at the far side. They're right at the very back now. But Demotex is rushing through here with Shyla Kutas as well into the barrel. Let's see who gets out of the first barrel and into the second barrel first. It looks like it might be Adam or I'm ADM. It could be either of those two coming through. Maybe Honest Accountant takes the lead though. Honest Accountant comes into the second barrel on his own. RL Keeps is just behind with Gemma's there as well. Rufus McFloofus is coming behind as well. So is Trojam and Jenga. Everyone else is now starting to make their way in there. But Honest Accountant is the first one out. He's coming through and he's stuck on the grate now as more people come through, I think. Yep, Jenga is now through. MTP is coming through as well. So is Keep Science and Trojam and Omnibon. Rufus Focus is there as well. Still a few people at the back. Dawood Fork is right at the very, very back with Angry Swan and Pyro Bunny coming around at the back there. Here we go through the steppers. Honest Accountant does have a fairly big lead. That's going to donate into an even bigger lead as we come down to the separator in a second. It looks like most people are going to end up coming to the left here, which is a little bit of a slower route. I think the right is the faster route. So let's see how that happens. Honest Accountant does come down to the left as expected. He's going to get stuck on the second cherry picker machine there as well. Let's see if anyone gets around on the right-hand side. Nope, Jenga is still through. Jeff is there as well. Still no one's come through these barriers on the wrong way here, but that will be the faster route overall. Honest Accountant has still got a bit of a lead. Remember, it's not who wins each individual race, it's whoever's got the most points at the end of the races. Honest Accountant's coming down here as well. Is he going to get through? He's going to get straight through that. No stuck at all. Still a long way to go, though. A long, long way to go till the finish line. Quaggery is the first one to come down the other side. But he's going to end up hitting the portal. And that's put him right back to... Where's it put him to? I don't even know where it's put him. Can't tell where it's put him. I think it's put him back here. Did it put him to... Yeah, Quaggery drops back out here. So instead of going to the right twice, Quaggery's now jumped right to the very back. True Blaze is up here. Gemma has decided to take a flying trip. Landed back on the map, very, very lucky there. Honest Accountant's getting caught up now by Keep Science, and the Unborn storms into the lead with Keep Science coming through. Jenga's there as well. Honest Accountant just has no pace right now. Randall Bolts is dead, Duodod is dead, Kaz Online and Commercial are dead. Still all to play for in the next races. Jellymaster did come through on the fast route, but ended up hitting the transporter and going back. Keep Science is there, spinning around here. Someone just fell off the map as well. I didn't see that was Unborn, but I'm dead. There I go. The Unborn is in the lead. Significant lead now there as well. Keep Science and Jenga just behind that, but the Unborn has the lead. One big obstacle left. Let's see how this is going to pan out as it comes down towards the last stretch here. All still to play for. Barrioim is coming down as well. Demotex is dead. I see him dropping off the map there. Let's see, Honest Accountant, well, we've got the Unborn in, Keep Science in, Jenga in. Honest Accountant, who had the lead for so long, takes 4th spot. Rudy's going to take 5th. True Blaze takes 6th. Jeff is going to take 7th. Barroom is going to take 8th, and then Omniborn, then Skimson, then MTP. Congratulations, guys. That does run out of the top 10. Let's see who's coming back through the track here. Some people still dying. No one took the quickest of quick routes, I don't think, ultimately. But it's all still to play for across the future races as well. Remember, doesn't matter who wins at each individual race. It's all about who wins the championship overall, the top 5 in the championship. This is so fun. My first marbles game. I love to play marbles. It's really, really good fun. Let's see if anyone else can finish. Good to see my marble flying around in the background. RIP me. Oh. Yeah, I died. Rudy mentioned, let's go. Barry actually finished. Yeah, nice, man. Congratulations. Missed the top 10 by just a few. Yeah. Okay. So that's race 1 done. Let's move on to the next map. We're going to go on to Big Ship Air now. Exclamation mark play to put you in it, guys. You have to enter for each race, don't forget. That's it. While you guys join this one, I am going to take a quick comfort break. I'm back in just a minute, guys. You keep joining, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, let's hit start and do race 2. Got 20 seconds to join, guys. Come on, Jaddy, I need a new GMK. So you can always just buy it, you know, man. You don't have to try and get the freebies. I already told you you're banned anyway. 5 seconds left to go. Let's see how this one pans out. Ooh, interesting. Let's coming down the rails here. Feel like we're going to get a lot of deaths on this one. I don't know why. It just feels like it's going to be a lot of deaths. Looks like the Woodfork has taken an early lead, but let's see how it comes out as we come down onto here. The Unborn again, very, very much in the lead here. Look, Darkwood is not too far behind. 3 different routes though to go here. Beepervone's coming through. So is Aranamai? Can't read that properly. I'm somewhere in the middle. Anarchy's towards the back here. I've got Griff Drexler, 6306, Laserman at the back. Coming up through the loops, Super Hands is here. Oh, looks like Super Hands has actually got the lead here. Oh, everyone's slowing right down there though. Super Hands is just in the lead with GXOS Official and Aranamai there. The Unborn is still up there. Dan Animal is there too. Himslow is there. Jellymaster's coming through as well. Some people getting slaughtered with the Angry Swan there with the electricity. Looks like the Unborn and Super Hands though. The Unborn is looking like they're on for a strong finish here. Lots of different routes people can take on this part of the map. Geeky Ed as well, looking really strong. Let's try and get a bit of a bird's eye view here. Clownfish as well. Still a long way to go though. No one coming down to any of the central routes, which I think are probably faster. A couple of people flying up in the air. Cars Online and Moe's are right at the very back with Future Primitive though. The Unborn though is storming ahead here with Super Hands just behind. Is the Unborn going to take a second one? There we go. It is the Unborn, Super Hands, the Woodfork, Cherimbol, A Chinese name I can't pronounce. Zenkiku, Geeky Ed, Aaron and Mai, Honest Accountant, and Cairo running out the top 10. So there we go. Congratulations, guys. That electric sound made me worried my headphones were breaking. No, it's people getting zapped and killed. Just 1 second slower than the record as well. Almost got the record on the track. Last, Komi. Cynic 12, you went last. Nitram name look. Conan fell off the map. Looks like Nitram might be the last person to finish actually. But they've got to outrace the flames. And they just make it in. So there we go. That's 2 races. Next is Adorable Absurd Activity. This is race number 3. So remember guys, you want to do exclamation mark play. That will put you in the race. And we've got another kind of, I can't remember what these pinion boards are called. They have got a name, I've forgotten it. I can't remember what they're called, but we've got another one of these to start off with. And then it looks like we've got a super fast swinging hammer here. This is going to kill some people. I can tell that some people are not going to get through that. Look at that. That is going to be vicious, brutal, and oh, look at these. If you do get through that, you've then got to get through all those. This is going to be vicious and brutal. Prepare to have a very low finish rate to this one, guys. Let's hit start. You've got 20 seconds to join, guys. Remember, you have to be in all 5 races to have a chance of winning. Are you what 3 wording's the name of the track to see where it is in real life? Here we go, guys. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Away we go. Racing down here through the playing cards, through the decks of cards, all the suits. Smoked Out is in the lead. Quite a big lead there as well. Skimson's just behind with Anonymous Biker catching him up. MTP's in the middle of the throng there, right there, I can see him. Anarchy's coming down the back. RL Keeps is right at the very back and very, very slow, but there's going to be a lot of people taken out on this track, so plenty of time still to go. Mr. Gimp and Kono are on one side. Skimson and the Animal are on the other side. Oh, you hit the people just dying left, right, and center. I can't even keep up with how many deaths there's been. Mr. Gimp probably is still in the lead just about, yeah. Danimal died just coming up to him with the bombs there. Robot Mikey as well. Hey, good to see you, Robot. Nice to see you about again. Slice of Me, Blackbrook there. Plenty of people still alive. I'm stuck right at the very back. Yay for me. At least I'm not dead to all of the other bits. Here we go. Here's a hammer. Let's see if anyone actually makes it past this. Nope. 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 Rue makes it past. Anonymous Biker makes it past. Are we going to get... No, Rue doesn't make it past. Anonymous Biker... Nope, nope. No one makes it past all of them yet. Blind Disobedience... Nope. We may have no winners to this track. Oh my god, this is carnage. Look at it. Everyone's just dying left, right, and center. Few people have made it through. Rue MC did get flung into the pot. They do take the win. Anonymous Biker, also the same. Jeff, Mose, Balski, Casey Insider, Adam, Pom Pom Potato just makes it. Quagri might just make it. Yeah, there we go. And Rue, you got a world record for this track, so congratulations. You got thrown around, but you managed to make it. I can't believe you got hit by the hammer so many times and still managed to take the win. That was kind of impressive. Right, okay, next map. Compact Fast Jamboree. That was crazy. That was just slaughter. Exclamation mark play, I'll put you in again, guys. Let's do race number 4. Race number 4. Let's have a look. So big filter down a pretty linear path. I don't think we're going to see many deaths on this one. Maybe a couple at this section. I think this is going to be just a pretty much straight through race. There's just a couple of pins. Nothing really major to kill anyone. Some more pins just here. And a speed block, some more pins. Yeah, right, okay, so most people should not die on this map. We should be pretty good. Let's hit start. You've got 20 seconds left to join. Let's see how this one goes. Ten seconds left to go. It's going to speed you up right as you go into the track here. 3, 2, 1, away we go. Let's see who's going to hit the speed boost first. Boom. Ryu is probably just about in the lead. I'm hitting the wrong controls here. Let's switch that up. Going right around the outside. Sharkbait is taking the shortcut here, and a few other people taking the shortcut here. What route is actually going to prove to be faster? I don't know, though. There's like 2 big sections, but Sharkbait out all on their own some at the minute. Kaz Online is all on their lonesome as well, but right at the very back, taking a wider line than anybody else. But hey, maybe that's going to prove to be more successful later on. Who knows? Sharkbait is probably going to be first through. Let's see. Yeah, Sharkbait does come through. Misses the pin. Framed, Smexy Smurf, Katumbas, Esrep Keebs, RL Keebs, Moons of Empire all coming through. Kaz Online is still at the back with Jellymaster and myself, so we're running at the back. Unborn and Child's Music. After two decent runs, the Unborn is now dead. Sharkbait Hoo-Ha still has the lead coming through here. More pins there, but straight through the pins, all the way over the bobbles. Looks like this is Sharkbait's to lose now. Schmexy Smurf is there as well. Casein's Gerda, Heeman Strauss, Demotex there. Rue's coming up as well, but Sharkbait Hoo-Ha does have a really big lead here. They probably aren't going to lose this now unless the pins hold them up right at the last hurdle. Let's see how this pans out. Pins! Schmexy Smurf takes the win. Sharkbait Hoo-Ha takes second because the pins pinned him. Framed, Esrep Keebs, Casey, Insert Gerda, RL Keebs, Katumbas, Robot Mikey, Gleb Malin, and Chinese name do round out the top 10. That was a pretty easy one. Randall Bolt's right at the very back up here. Look. Come on, Randall. Come on. Here you go, mate. That's it. Through here. Then you're going to go around to the left. Yeah. Keep going. Straight on. That's it. Yeah. Keep going. There you go. Good man. Okay. Next map. This is the final race. This is Zippy Zooming Zoom. You have a marble skill issue. There is a lot of skill issues in marbles today. Don't worry about it. Okay, everyone get your names in. This is the last race. This is the last chance to get some decent points on the board to get you through this. This is a long track we've done before, if I remember rightly. I'm pretty sure we have done this one before. I do remember this. Okay. As soon as we hit 100 players, I'm going to hit start. Exclamation mark play to get yourselves in. 20 seconds to go now. Yeah. This is going to be an interesting one. Wait, there's a stone going uphill there. Don't know where that came from, but hey, whatever. Yeah, so basically what's going to happen is you guys are going to race down this tower, and then you're going to race down this ramp. So let's see how this goes, and let's see how it pans out, and let's see who wins. Here we go. Wygaz probably has an early lead. They're probably further down. Nope, now they've slowed down. Anarchy and Beeperphone are probably in the lead now. None of them spikers coming through. Trojan's picking up some speed. Wygaz has picked up some more speed. Let's see who's going to fling out of the hole first and fling up the hill to race back down it. It's going to be... Who's it going to be? All to play for. Everyone's crowded up now. I can't tell because like everyone's so close to each other. It could be anyone who drops through first here. Absolutely any name at all. Let's see who it's going to be. I imagine it's going to be like 10 people all at once. Mose, maybe? Trojam? I don't know yet. Mose, Quang Chow, Laserman, Blind Disobedience, and a few others all flying up to the top now. Clownfish, kind of skipping over the back. Some people are going too far. Oh, that's possible to go too far. Omnibon as well, too far. Right, it looks like Kyungi Chow is in the lead. Blind Disobedience and Riao. I'm Hungover is coming down as well. Free Juice is there too. Laserman as well. Demotex is there in the running for the top 10 position. Shiloh Kutis is there too. I can't keep up with the speed of this. Like, I just can't keep up. Come on! Like, I just can't move fast enough here. I'm never going to get to the bottom in time. Never going to get to the bottom in time. I have no idea who's winning or who's losing because I can't travel any faster than this. Like, this is the fastest I can travel. Da, 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 da. Okay, I have no idea who's going to win. But it looks like it's a long way down to the bottom still. People are still racing around the corner there, look. I have no idea who's going to get there first, but I'm never going to get down to the bottom in time. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Captain Reed died. Pyro Bunny, it says, is in the lead, but I'm not sure how true that is. I am still moving here. I am still accelerating towards the finish line, but it's just taking forever. Like, I can't even get there. I have no idea who's... It looks like there's like 2 or 3 different sections. I have no idea who's actually in the lead or not here. It's almost impossible to tell. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to say, guys, because I just don't know. I have no idea where anyone is or what they're doing. Looks like there is some movement, though. Oh man, this is taking forever to get there. Come on. Come on, Jay. Go faster. Go faster. No, I don't want to cheat. I don't want to cheat. I like to do things manually. I don't actually know what's going on here, but it seems like there's two different groups. Oh, there's a whole raft of kind of like tricky, intricate bits here. There must have been 2 routes that you could go. Oh, are all these people technically stuck? Oh, rip. These guys are all stuck. They didn't have the momentum to get up onto the top section. I have no idea who's in the lead, though. Yeah, all you guys are dead, I'm afraid. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I'm not pressing one to cheat. I want to do it on my own. I like to do it. Slice of Me is coming down inside the tube. You've got to be inside the tube to win here. Slice of Me, Rioa, and Slice of Me has got the lead here, look. Still a long way to go, though. Lots of people coming through now, but everyone hit this bottom. Pokemon Kid, Schmexy Surf, S-Rep Keebs, Anonymous Bike. You guys are all dead. Everyone's just passing it. Hey, look, there's me. There's me with cream pudding. Is Slice of Me still in the lead, I think? Let's see how this pans out. I think Slice of Me is still in the lead, but only just, and people are catching up now. Probably going to push through. Keep Science is coming up as well. It's just a long, slow slalom now to the end. I told you guys we were giving away GMK, but what I didn't tell you is that it's going to take 3/4 of an hour to give you GMK. Slice of Me, let's go. Looks like Slice of Me is going to take the win, though. Let's see how it pans out. Slice of Me, Baroium, Laserman, Katumbus, Zengu, Hibiki, Elkino Flop, Funky, Godswaddle, Conan. There we go. If you see your name, well done. Because these people just weren't good enough today. They just did not try their best, and they could not make it up the ramp. They didn't have the pace to keep up in the race. So there we go. Keep Science, pop. There we go. Slice of Me, you were only 3 seconds behind the record as well. Only 3 seconds behind the record. And now we've got to wait until the timer runs out, or the flames catch up. Because, well, no one else is going to move from their spots, so... 15 seconds left to go. We dead. Rip Marble, skill issue is real today. Yeah. You have no trouble in real life getting up the hill? Yeah, I do. At my age, I do. I'm in 6th place. Nice. There we go. Slice of Me, congratulations. Let's have a look at the final results and finish the Grand Prix. So, remember we said that the top 5 would get a GMK set. Well, here's the top 3 for you, and then we'll take a look at the full results. So this is the results for the Grand Prix overall. So it's the top 5 from this section. That's who's going to win. So the first 3 are Baroium. You get a GMK set. Congratulations and well done, good sir. Please reach out to a mod, provide your information and details, and we'll get that shipped out for you this week. Slice of Me, congratulations. You also win a GMK set after that win. Let's see who took first place. The Unborn, congratulations, you also win a GMK set. Please reach out to a mod. Let's see who the other 2 winners are in our full breakdown. So, Rue and Jenga, congratulations. So, the 5 winners of GMK sets are The Unborn, Slice of Me, Baroium, Rue, Jenga, congratulations. Katumbas, you are the first loser today. I'm very, very sorry to announce it. Jeff, Laserman, Keep Science, Honest Accountant, Anonymous Biker, sorry guys. I'll just scroll through slowly so you guys can see all your names. Just so you can see where you came. Some good point scoring here, though. Some really good point scoring. Blackbrook, I think, is the first mod in 49th. I don't think I saw one before. Demotex there as well in 64th. Special shout out to Macaroon. You get 69th. Congratulations. Basil Biscuits, 71st. Anarchy and Jellymaster. There we go. Beeperphone, Wygaz. Oh, look at me. 94th place. 94th place. Me and JQ just hanging out in the late 90s. I didn't see Say. I don't know where Say came, but I haven't seen Say yet. There we go. So that is the whole run out. So congratulations, guys. There we go. That is the racing done. So to show you guys the 5 GMK sets we're giving away this week, one of you will get GMK Electric, which you've already seen. One of you will get GMK Truffleschwein. One of you will get GMK Hamon. One of you will get GMK Galaxy. And one of you will get GMK Metropolis. As I said before, all of these sets have had keys removed and then replaced by GMK. So there might be some pen marks, there might be some crossings out on the boxes on the inside. None of them are sealed. All the keys should be there. They come with no warranty. We'll cover shipping and the cost of the products. You just might have to pay import duties. And we'll mark these at less than retail price. We'll mark these at probably cost price to us for import purposes, for tax purposes, because they are not like A stocks, they're technically B stocks. So there you go. Congratulations, guys. Those are the 5 sets we're giving away today, and there'll be more next week and the week after as well. As I say, we've got about 50 sets to give away overall, so it is going to take some time. But yeah, there you go. Congratulations. It's just so fun. Thanks, Jane. Congrats to all the winners. Yeah, if you were a winner, if you were one of those top 5, The Unborn, Slice of Me, Barrowium, Rue, and Jenga, please reach out to a mod and make sure you give them all of your details. So we'll need your full name, address, phone number, email address, and country, and we'll be able to ship these out to you in the next few days. So congratulations, guys. There we go. That's 5 GMK sets given away. Right, that is pretty much it for the rest of the stream, guys. Thank you all, everybody, for watching. If you do want to reach out to me during the week, join the Discord server or go on the website prototypist.net and join the Discord server from there. Please do watch on Instagram because there'll be lots of stuff happening this week on Insta as well. If you're interested, you can get 20% off on any Insta order up until the end of tonight, apart from on GMK Euler. So do take advantage of that. It finishes today. There is also an extra 5% until I stop streaming using the code extra 5%, so you can get that as well. And finally, there is free shipping to EU if you spend £150, USA if you spend £250, and UK if you spend 50 quid. So nice and simple, really easy to get cheap shipping. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Storesness, I'll drop you some pictures in the chat on Discord tomorrow. Just ping me in the morning, I'll take some nice pictures of what I can, because it's going to take me about 10 minutes to go find a board and dig it out and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. The 5% only works on GMK Chaos Theory, GMK Galaxy, and GMK Fright Club. That's all it works on, just on those 3 sets, because that's what chat voted for. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. If I don't see you on the Discord beforehand. Take care, guys. Have a really good rest of your weekend. Bye bye.